All right. Hello and good morning, Christine. How are you today?
Good morning, Jolene. I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today?
I'm doing so good. I just want to go ahead and mention that I am having camera issues. So
Mhm.
I am going to go ahead and turn off my camera just to avoid any distractions.
Uh,
Nonetheless, Christine, we've been having a great conversation. So I would love for you to kickstart this interview and tell me a little bit about your professional experience.
sure, great. I have lots of office experience: receptionist, office assistant, administrative assistant, customer service, as well as some accounting experience. I could utilize Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Outlook, Google Suite, Google Calendars, MS Teams, Zoom, and a multi-phone line system, 10-key calculator, scanner, copier, and printer. And I also have lots of experience of customer service in person as well as on the phone.
Absolutely. And thank you for that introduction. You said it best. I have your resume pulled up here and from what I can see, you worked in some roles such as the, administrative assistant.
Mhm,
You've done accounts payable. You've done again accounting assistant,
mhm,
receptionist,
mhm,
etc. So you're very well versed when it comes down to the professional administrative side,
mhm,
accounts receivable and payable, customer service as well.
mhm.
Um, Now I want to touch base a little bit on your customer service skills. I know you mentioned you have done customer service both, in person, on,
Mhm,
via email, phones, etc.
mhm.
When you think about customer service, what does it mean to you?
Customer service is making the customer 100% satisfied in resolving the issue, or, just making them, when they end the call, they have a good feeling, as well as myself. In other words, when I end the call with a customer, I want them to be 100% satisfied before the call is end. And I want them to say, "Hey, Christine, you did a fantastic job."
Absolutely. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. It's definitely about the experience, the
Mhm,
impact that you make on anyone that you really communicate with. So I
mhm,
appreciate that. Now, in reference to, I know you mentioned some systems that you've used.
mhm.
Remind me, did you mention the systems that you use with the accounting side?
For accounting, I use Excel, and I also
Mhm.
use Paychex Flex when I helped out the payroll department when I worked at Palmer Services. I also have some accounting, and then like a Regions Bank and Warex Terminals, um, they had their own accounting software that they used, so I had to use their company generated software.
Okay, that makes sense. So specific to the client, but very well versed with,
Mhm,
systems and
mhm,
various systems. So that's amazing. Now I
mhm,
just want to go ahead and mention as well that with this role, there may be a little bit of lifting. So they may have some filing that you may be assisting with
mhm.
and putting that paperwork into their banker boxes.
Uh-huh.
Are you comfortable lifting
Yes.
the banker boxes?
Yes. Yes, I've done
Amazing.
that in the past. I did a lot of that when I worked in Palmer Services, when I
Yeah.
had to help out our human resources manager in filing cast members' paperwork, their files, and I had to put them in correct location boxes.
Awesome. That's definitely a bonus. So thank you for sharing that.
Mhm.
And to kind of wrap up this interview, just two more questions. Do you happen to have any upcoming time off that you'll be needing within the next 30 days?
The only day I'm gonna need off is next Friday, April
Mhm.
10th. I have a
Sure.
couple of doctor's appointments.
Not a problem. So you'll need off April 10th. That is not a issue at all. And then in reference to starting a new role, I know that I asked you earlier, but just for the video purposes, when are you looking to start a new position?
I'm ready to start a position whenever the company needs me, ASAP.
Wonderful. Well, Christine, it's been a pleasure chatting with you and getting to know your professional experience a bit further. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording, but if you don't mind, stay with me on the line. I want to chat with you really quickly.
Sure, not a problem, Jolene.
Thank you.